Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Philly Hot Radio Station. We're alive, and we're about to go about around the world. So we'd like to also, before we start our show, welcome to Whisper Why You Work. Along with our co-host, Dr. Rock, and also Sharon is here again. Say hi, Sharon.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here again.
We have a lot of great topics. We have some special guests that's on this show live with us, and I'm so grateful that they are here. But we're going to get into the topic, and those who like to call, what is the phone number they can call in?
It's 484-477-6348. If you would like to call in, you can call in anytime. We're going to talk about topics, and then we're going to have our guests, so you can call in.
Good. So, what we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about, gun violence in the city of Philadelphia. And I've been noticing that a lot of people and a lot of things been happening around the city of Philadelphia when it comes to gun violence. We have some facts here, and we've done some things. Philly Hot Radio Whisper while you're at work. So we definitely here today. We want to thank our audience and those who are about to tune in around the world live on YouTube. I have some facts here, and I hope that the audience that are watching us will participate with this serious matter around the city of Philadelphia. Since 2018 and 2019, in January of 2019, over 391 homicides happened in Philadelphia. That bothers me, that we're seeing so many innocent young people are getting murdered and killed in the streets of this city of Philadelphia. Also, Philadelphia in 2018 and 2019, so far in the middle of 2019. This is one of the highest in the decade in the history of Philadelphia. It stirs me that we are seeing a lot of things going on, but no one is barking. No one is saying anything. So we took it on ourselves, Philly Hot Radio Whispered While You Wait, to be one of our talks today about gun violence in the city of Philadelphia. Also, another fact. The Philadelphia police, and this is 60% of murder investigation, remain unsolved. That bothers me that we have murders in the streets of 60 Philadelphia, in the great Pennsylvania. In some of the cases, 60% is a big percentage of cases getting unsolved. So you're telling me that innocent mothers and fathers and grandmothers are still going through pain and suffering, knowing that the murders are still in the streets of the city of Philadelphia. Also, another fact. 4 out of every murder cases in Philadelphia ends with no arrests. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SHOWTIME, the Hype Man. We are live here on Philly Hot Radio Station, along with Whisper Why You Work. So, this is a time for our listeners and those who are watching us around the world, and we know that the problem not just in Philadelphia, it's in Chicago, it's in Detroit, it's in St. Louis, it's in California. This is something that I was talking about 2 years ago, but the policies of the gun law is certain things that I must say live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, because they have policies, because the gun law in the Congress pass bills until they lobbying, and they spend millions of dollars to give to your Congress, your senator, to lobby for gun laws that people that purchase and sell guns. So I like to hear those who like to call in. You can call in at 484-477-6398. We like to hear your input. All we doing is taking a risk, hoping that y'all get involved and help us and give us some answers so we can maybe tell our listener and our audience, how can we stop the gun violence in the city of Philadelphia? So, Dr. Rocco Sharon.
Well, one of the problems I see is sometimes it's not so much gun regulations, but you can't regulate crazy. And what I mean by that is someone could actually legally get a gun the correct way, but if they're not mentally stable, how do you regulate against that? You know, that's one of the things. But definitely, gun violence is a serious problem, especially in Philadelphia. I mean, just on June 9th, 2019, 9 people were shot on June 9th alone, and one of those people were killed. So it definitely is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, good morning. This is Dr. Rock in the house, and from Philly Hot Radio. I just want to say, put down the guns, because there's a lot of mothers out here that's suffering from, their sons are getting killed every day. It's just a sad situation. I mean, show more love out in the world. And that's what's going on today. Everybody just want to, they just got to do it the gun way. It's not like back in the day when you were coming up and it was a fair one, okay? And, it was the fair one, and it was like, okay, then you can go home another day. You can go home another day, and then they were friends the next day. So my thing is just a sad situation that they cannot, solve anything without a gun. And that's, it's really, really sad. And I ask, the brothers, sisters, whoever just out there, put down the guns. Just put them down. I mean, it's like so many hurting. I'm a mother. And I know I have a son, and it's just so sad when you see, guys having beef with each other. Love one another. Show love. More love is the best way to be. Because if you show love, how this world would be like if we just show love towards each other and not hate. And it's just, I just hate to see it, and I hate all the mothers out there. I love you all, and I understand what you're going through. You love your sons, you love your daughters, but the things that's going on out there in the streets in the world, it's just that, you just want to just tell everyone in the community, just put down the guns.
I want to thank both of y'all for them words. But what bothers me, the percentage, and we're talking about 60%, and we're talking about 391 murders of innocent young men and women. There's a young lady that really made me really talk about this topic today, Dr. Rock. It's a young girl at 23 years old, had a great mentor. She had her own beauty salon business. Okay. She was walking to her car when a young man was trying to approach her, but got shot in the face. Beautiful young lady. And had no clue her environment, what was going on. And that's why we've been hearing a lot of stories of innocent people getting killed. I don't have all the answers. In Philly Hot Radio Station, we don't have all the answers, along with Whisper, why we work. But I truly believe that this topic and these numbers should be going down. And what we're trying to do, we are reaching out to our audience, and I believe that we have a great topic talking about murder and violence in the streets of city of Philadelphia. I'm not blaming the politicians. I'm not blaming those who are in religions, I'm not blaming, I'm blaming the community as a whole. We are too busy, don't want to be concerned. If we see more murders, it's in the Afro-American black community, and we sit there looking around, pointing fingers, and got the eye nose, and we're not stepping up in the plate, and then we want to go around blaming the political people, blaming the police, but it's us have to step up. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. I'm going to say some things that you might not like. Where is the men's in the community? Where's the brothers that sit there, got the eye nose, but not stepping up to the plate and seeing young brothers with handguns and vicious guns that they don't even know where they come from? We are live here on Philly Hot Radio Station. I'm asking my viewers to call because we don't never want to step to the plate. I'm giving you an opportunity to call and give us some advice or help us. What can we do? We are taking advantage of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It has gave us a platform to do what we're doing today.
So callers, call in at 484-477-6348. Again, 484-477-6348. Callers, if you'd like to call up, on the gun violence, it would be greatly appreciated to hear from you.
So, Sharon, as we're going on, we're talking about gun violence. Do you know anybody in your family maybe been shot or killed in the streets, or maybe heard a story that maybe touches you that you want to share to our audience about gun violence in the city of Philadelphia, and what maybe that you can come up with while we're waiting for some of our callers to call in to give us some advice?
Okay, well, one of the things I believe about gun violence that a lot of people don't want to speak about is because of fear. I mean, there was a time when you could say something to someone, talk to a young brother without fear of being killed. But nowadays, a lot of people, they don't want to say anything because they're fearful, and you can't blame them. I personally haven't been the subject of gun violence or victim or anybody in my family, but a story that really, really touched me, a young lady that I met who was a photographer and filmed me for something. She had a friend that was killed in a road rage incident, and that was just terrible. The young lady, I'm sure everybody heard about it. I believe it was in Westchester or something, and the gentleman killed this beautiful, vibrant young lady for nothing. And I just think that's terrible. We've been seeing an increase of gun violence with road rage. I mean, road rage has been prevalent for a long time, but now it's like, you go in front of somebody, they'll shoot you. You ride too fast on the road, somebody wants to shoot you. You ride too slow on the road, they want to shoot you. I mean, you obey the traffic laws and they want to shoot you. So there's just no rhyme or reason. It's really sad. People need to talk to their children. And also you have gun rights advocates and activists need to learn. No one is trying to take away their amendment rights to bear arms. That's not the problem. But sometimes you do need some kind of regulation on the type of weapons. Why does an average person need a machine gun, Uzi, AK-47, specially equipped, to protect their house or go hunting?
Wow. I'm glad you said that. You want to say something, Dr.
No, I nothing more in my family that I remember anything with gun violence, but I knew people that have been through their loved ones that got shot over something minor as, okay, I was in line and the person stepped on my foot and they had an argument and then they pulled out a gun on them. I mean, that's really, really sad. This is why, I cry out to the world. I just cry out to everyone that's out there who have beefs. You know, if you have a beef with somebody, that's not the way you handle it. It's just not. A gun is not, because look, now you're in jail, and how you gonna bring that person back? So I'm sure in jail you have to have some kind of feeling that I done killed this person's never coming back, all because I told him that you stepped on my foot. Or you know, we had an argument over a girl. A lot of arguments over girls happen where guys want to kill the other guy because, you know, you were messing with my woman or man, you know. And it's just a sad thing that people do out there in the community, out in the streets, period, where they just don't care. Road rage. And let me just tell you this, road rage. You hear it all the time. Beep, 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 beep. You know what? You know what? That's okay. That's fine. They can keep beeping. Let them beep you. Because I'm going to tell you, some people out here today, they don't have no kind of clue. They just want to pull out guns on you instead of just be, polite. Okay, now if they beat me, I'm just going to be like, okay, I ain't saying nothing. You don't want to say anything. You just let people just beep you, because a lot of people want to argue. Oh, this person, oh, look at that person in the back. Oh, he's crazy, and I'm gonna run him off the road or something. No, that's unnecessary.
So,
to me, that's unnecessary.
Good.
Yeah.
And I thank y'all. But what do I feel that as a whole, our community has shut the door and closed their eyes on this issue. And what I have seen, that we're not organizing or really putting this on the front line. And I know that we had marches. I know that a great state rep is working hard. Her son was murdered. I want to give her a shout out for what she's doing for the 108th district. I know that this is something that the community has to come together. We have a lot of mothers and fathers. And you're telling me, we said 397 murders, 60% of it has not been resolved, and we sitting here, that's a problem. You have young men at 15 and 14 years old. You invite them in your house. They are packed with a gun, and your daughter is seeing that. We're seeing so many young men are afraid, and their parents are buying them guns to protect their son because what happened to another guy in the streets of this city of Philadelphia. I have a suggestion. I'm not an expert in this. That's why we told our viewers to call. We're looking for people with answers. We're looking for people with solutions. We're looking for people maybe have some experience of how to attack, or how could we bring young organizations in our community to talk about a song. It's a message in the music. Even though we have a lot of great rappers, we have a lot of role models. Because Philly Hot Radio, Whisper While You Wait, we're only doing what we feel today to do what's right. And sometimes we're not worried about the issues. We're worried about what is fancy, what's excited on us, or we're not participating in gun violence and justice system and the prison system in our society. We just sit back and lay back and allow anybody to do anything to us. I have a passion to do this. It takes guts. What Sharon and Dr. Rock said, they said they didn't have any experience, but they gave a little bit of topics about it. This is your time. Call us.
Callers, call in 484-477-6348. Again, 484-477-6348. We would like to hear your opinion about the topic.
So it's they having Darrell Shuler and Senator Williams going to be having a violent meeting at the Met. And it's another brother named Starman in North Philadelphia. This brother been out on the battle, and I want to bring him up here because he's been on the battlefield also talking about gun violence. I think I got a phone call from a state rep. She's trying to organize funds to put in a community live concert about gun violence. So we're going to be working hard behind the scene, and I'm going to try my best to do what I can do. Whatever Philly Hot Radio give us the power and the views of people that are watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. This is something that I can't not allow it to get away, but I'm gonna do my best because I remember in the '70s when we used to gang war.
Oh yeah, wow.
Maybe y'all know about that.
I remember. I know it's hard to believe, but I remember those days.
Oh, you do? She said hard to believe. Yeah. So in the '70s, black on black gangs, in every corner we had a gang. And what happened was in the '80s, the gang war days disappeared. But what happened was when the leaders and the people that was organizing, and Sister Claire Muhammad, Shaka Patai mom had a home for gang violence and young men to go somewhere and talk about gang and shooting. I think that we should hold town hall meetings with young people and ask them about their fears, because we are seeing a percentage of young men and young women are dying. So it's important for us as adults to allow them to be a part of this movement, allow them to be a part to talk about the issues, what they're going on the inside. They know the story better than we do. So I'm asking my audience and those who are watching us, how could we gather our young audience and those who are listening to participate, those who are 14 years old to 25. I'm going to say it again. 14 to 25. If you have young adult children, females and males, because women's are shooting too now with the guns and protect themselves. You have women holding the gun in the bag when they go to shows and concerts for their man. So we're going to come up with a solution. We're asking our audience to call in.
484-477-6348. Again, call in at 484-477-6348. We would like to hear your opinion on what should they do about the gun violence.
So as we close on this, because we're not going to stay on this topic, because we have some special guests, and we're going to change the atmosphere of Philly Hot Radio Whisper Why You Work. So on your closing mark, Sharon and Dr. Rock, on gun violence.
Well, my closing remark is just the fact of the idea that you proposed to me is a wonderful thing. I mean, that's where it's at. And I just think that that's an awesome idea to propose something like that. You know, educate people. It's all about education and educating people. So, and giving them information. Sometimes people just don't have the information. And something like what you're proposing, I think is awesome.
And also, I hope you enjoyed the topic. Definitely, I thought it was awesome with Showtime brought up about proposing where education, get everyone together, get them all together, get their opinions on why, why they do the things they do. Some of them need to put down these guns. To me, just put down the guns. I mean, they need to get everyone, have a workshop on just finding out why, the young kids, because a lot of young ones are out here dying, young kids. So I think it's a good proposal also, and I thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, you can always call up at 484-477-6348.
My closing mark is that I'd like to thank everybody that are listening But we have to be bold. God gave us a mouth. And the mouth is the most powerful vehicle. How do you know if someone hurt and they crying and you got your mouth closed? We have to learn how to speak up when something is wrong in our own community. We have closed our eyes, have closed our ears, and we surely close our mouth. But we are the first one to criticize and judge and attack someone. We was trained to be toxic towards each other in our community. It bothers me and it stirs me that we allow 391 murders in the city of Philadelphia. 60% have not been solved, and they are running around like this a wild, wild west in Philadelphia. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. We hope we fed y'all spirit. We hope that you take it back and whisper while you work, while you're at the barbershop, while you're home, while you're in your car. We're talking about murder, violence, guns in the city of Philadelphia. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. Thank you, and those who have listened. So we're going to change the topic, and Dr. Rock, she's going to be introducing everybody. She's going to be talking about it. And Dr. Rock, this is your part of your show.
Okay. We have a guest, Shay Monroe. She's the CEO of Woman's Journey to Life. I'm also on her board for public relations, and she wants to talk about everything that's part of her group, and what she's having this coming up. She would like to talk about it.
You on live now? I turned you over. Transit. You hear what she said?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, I'm so versed into the topic of the day.
She funny.
Y'all transition kind of threw me off.
Oh, well,
I'm
we-
like sitting over here with an attitude
Oh.
like, yeah, somebody needs to do something.
Yes, they are.
I'm sorry.
Right.
We did like that.
Yes.
Oh,
But
Lord.
thank you guys so much for having me. Showtime, Dr. Rock, Sharon. I truly appreciate being here and being amongst you guys. It's fabulous when, our community comes together like this and just puts the word out. Like you said, your voice is a powerful tool.
Thank
And you all are using your voices to do something really powerful in our community.
Yeah.
And I applaud all of you for, doing exactly what it is that you're gifted to do. Not everybody can do it.
Wow.
But you guys are doing it successfully.
Thank you so
And I
much.
thank you for that. And thank you guys so much for having me. Again, like Dr. Rock said, I'm Shay Monroe. I'm CEO, founder of Women's Journey to Life. And what I do is kind of what you guys are doing, just following the passion and the calling of God. When God puts something in your heart, you can't deny the calling. You just have to walk in it purposely.
Come on.
And when you walk in it purposely, you have power and conviction to do it to excellence.
That's right.
Because it's not a horizontal thing, it's a vertical thing. You're not doing it for their glory, you're doing it for His glory. And that's how we fulfill the purpose.
Yes.
So that's how Women's Journey to Life came to be. It just came to be from me, my life being a tragedy at times, but God taking that tragedy, turning it into a triumph, and for me to be able to share that victorious story with my sisters so that their journey can be triumphant also. So what is Women's Journey to Life up to? Y'all know I'm always up to something.
Yes.
And I love that because, you can't sit down.
That's correct. That is
You
correct.
gotta keep it moving and keep it going. So, what's coming up for us is we have a summer initiative coming, which I call Building Bridges with Young Queens. And what that's doing is it's going into the communities that are hidden, and I say the hidden communities where the young girls are just running around playing and not really having a focus of vision, but they want purpose.
Right.
you know, and sometimes they're the forgotten ones because their parents can't afford to take them to a summer camp. They don't have transportation to get somewhere to see something. So what we're doing and the building bridges is we're connecting those communities to the outside world, so to speak. We're bringing the sheroes of the community into those small communities so those girls can see the vision should be bigger, their dreams should be bigger. It should look like those women who are already standing in those shoes, fulfilling purposes of state jobs and, you know, presidential aspects, running their own businesses, being CEOs of their own company. We're bringing those sheroes into the small hidden community and shining their light so that those girls can begin to dream dreams bigger than what their community hopes for them. And there's a lot of women, I'm so excited, a lot of women have stepped up to the plate to be a part of this vision. Your host, Dr. Rock, is actually going to be an instructor, a modeling instructor. You know, the girls are going to learn some etiquette, some modeling. They're going to present their parents at the end with a fashion show at the end. And this is not just an ordinary fashion show. This is called our Community Confidence Walk. And we did this with these seasoned queens. So now we're going to do it with our young queens, which is a confident walk. It's not just about what your appearance is on the outside, but it's about those tools that you use on the inside to make you feel confident to tackle what this world is dishing you on the outside. And we have a whole host of women from Officer Tracy Martin, Lynette Treywig, Beverly Bev from BNC Radio, and she's and Michelle, her daughter, Tiny Cakes. She's a woman CEO, Espegio Mirrors, Sonia Lewis, Khadijah, Renee Diggins, and her daughter. You guys are going to get to meet our two queens for the day. They're going to be a part of our venture. Ebony, Sharon Skipworth, Tiffany Henderson, Natasha Harris, Andrea, Shanique, Women's Journey to Life. There's a whole host of women who are spectacular within their own selves, who are going to come and present a course of sheroes to our young queens. So that's one thing that we'll be doing. Another thing that we'll be doing is what we call real men, real talk, real issues. And Hype Man, exactly what you were saying in your earlier segment about where are the men, there are a village of men who are out there making impacts, you know, who are doing stuff. If it's just one person at a time that reaches one person, one spark can ignite a fire. So we have some Voltrons in the community, some men that are truly iron men, that are out there sharpening iron, and we're assembling those men together on a panel so that we can talk about some issues just like that. You know, we're going to be talking about issues in politics. We're going to be talking about mental health issues. We're going to be talking about, you know, political awareness. It's not just only about love, lust, and marriage, you know, that we bring these men together, but we want to know what the real men face in these issues and what the impact that men have on men in our community, because some young men are looking at grandmoms as the mentor, grandmoms as the overseer of the household, and they don't have that male image to even look up to. But when you assemble these men who are strong within themselves and say, look, these are the heroes in the community, you can look up to these men, and they will impact the lives and change minds just by a spoken word.
Can I ask a question, if you don't mind? What is the goals? And I hear your passion in your voice, and I see it excite me, and I'm hearing your energy. And when I'm seeing young men, you're allowing everybody to be a part of this, and this is what I like about it, what you're doing. And you went from the men to the women to the children, and that's needed. And a lot of us don't know where to go at, and because we don't have platforms, and you're giving a platform out. And I want you to continue to do what you're doing, because I see your vision, I feel your vision. and your gift. It's the gift that you found out that was inside of you and that DNA. And I'm feeling your story while I was sitting here, and I want to just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. We need inspiration women's that want to bring the men's behind you with you too. So we really appreciate that as a man stander.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Yes.
And it's truly, it's really in having that hunger to please God. When God gives you a vision, you don't sit on it. And I don't care what your age is. You know, when God gives you a vision, you're going to have the capability to complete whatever that is. But you have to get up off your butt sometimes, roll your sleeves off, get ugly. You know, because it ain't always pretty.
She said,
Yes.
"Get ugly."
You know, being a CEO or being an executive, being the person in charge of something.
Come on.
It ain't always cute.
You catch it.
People show you to capture.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
You know,
Oh.
when it's finished and the
Yes.
makeup is on.
Right.
But what about the times when you just sick, you know,
Right.
digging in the gravel, trying to find that one source to connect you to the next source.
Yes.
When you don't have a penny, it's all your will to get it done and to please God in the process. You know, so we've assembled these men and are coming. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
The youth event
There
is
you
going to be July 14th. Our open house is at 3 p.m. You can contact me, Shay Monroe, at 267-992-0065. Or you can contact this station and talk to Dr. Rock because she's a board member. She has all the information to connect your young girls with the youth building bridges. Also, the Kings event, what we call Real Men, Real Talk about real issues, is July the 20th. And because I'm sitting in this studio today, let me just say, I have 2 tickets to give away.
Giveaway.
Wow.
Yes, free.
Free.
Free. Did y'all hear me? I said free. 2 tickets to give away to 2 callers
Yes.
that call in and, you know, say, hey, Dr. Rock, Showtime, Sharon, I want that ticket to Real Men, Real Talk. Because when I tell you the dynamic men that are going to be a part of this panel, there's Paul Terrell, there's Michael Rice, there's Jeremiah Chase, there's Kareem Williams, there's Stephen Gardner, there's Daniel Traven, the philanthropist himself, Donovan S. West, and scheduled to appear, Brother Marcus is going to all be a part of this panel.
Wow.
We're going to have food, vendors, and all the norm. And let me tell you, the 2 that I'm hosting with, another dynamic young woman who doesn't hold her tongue for anything. When you talk about getting at the truth, no matter what it costs, we have Sister Natasha Harris, CEO of Broken Wings. She's everywhere in the city, gathering all the news and the hype, but she's going to bring it live. Her and myself are going to host this panel. We have a gentleman, Sherrod, who's going to come in and do photography for the evening, and it's just going to be real fun. We got live music from a young man named John Kenny Graves. You know, we have a vocalist coming in to make the atmosphere comfortable for everybody, and it's all about digging into the conversation.
How much do the tickets? How many tickets cost and the ticket
for
price?
this event is $15, only $15, and you get all of that live, real, good, just for the $15. You can get a ticket by Cash Apping me at Cash App SJ Monroe, or you can get a ticket from any of the people who are on the flyers, you know, scheduled to appear at the event. We all have tickets. Again, you can contact me at Shay Monroe on any Facebook, social media, Instagram. I'm just Shay Monroe on all social media. You can contact one of the women from Women's Journey to Life, Sharon, from one of your gracious hosts, and Dr. Rock. They're both on Women's Journey to Life. And you can contact the gentleman. But the main thing is, you know, it's not really the price of the ticket. Like I said, I'm gifting 2 tickets to 2 callers today. I'm not sure of that number.
The number is 484-477-6348. If you would like to call in, says again, it's 484-477-6348.
And you can get 2 tickets to Real Men, Real Talk, Real Issues. And I'm super excited. July 20th, Real Men, Real Talk, Real Issues. And the other thing, Women's Journey to Life, is Youth Building Bridges. July 14th is our open house at 3 p.m. And you can contact Shay Monroe again to find out location information. And that's free. Free.
Yes.
Free to any young
Everything
lady
free.
between the ages of 7
Yes.
and 17, so that she can come and be live up close with the sheroes of our community.
Well, I just would like to say one thing, because I know we have another guest here. I'm just happy to be a part of Shay Monroe's board as public relations. I'm just really, like when I came on board with her, I mean, everything was just so positive. And that's why I try to get, I tell every ladies, if you want to be a part, it's a wonderful thing, because we help each other. We don't downplay each other, we help one another. We show love in this group. So, you heard it from her. You heard the different activities that we're doing. So if you would like to be a part of it, you can call us up. You can call me up. You can call her. I got tickets also.
Tickets.
You can get your tickets. And she has 2 free ones. Everybody likes to hear the word free. So let's call 484-477-6348. It would be very interesting to hear what the men have to say on the panel. So if you would like to call us up at 484-477-6348. She showed you the ticket. The tickets Shay's showing you now the tickets. So if you like one for free, call us up before 11 o'clock, because we're off at 11 o'clock. So thank you for that.
I'd like to thank you for coming in, and we are truly grateful that you took your busy schedule and time, Shay. I know you like going to New York, getting real nice glasses. She loves going to New York. So, next time, bring SHOWTIME some of them nice glasses you got back to New York City. Sharon, you have anything to say before we close this and go to the other topic?
Just that I'm glad to be a part of Women's Journey to Life, and I really enjoy it. And if you're not a part of it, try to be a part of it.
Yes.
So,
I
men's
enjoyed it too.
not allowed to be a part of this? I'm only playing with you.
No, it's Women's Journey
I'm only playing with you.
Women's
Journey.
Women's
Yeah.
Journey.
Okay.
Right? But the one thing about a woman's journey, there's always a man
Yes.
somewhere in the back.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Or
you.
either side of some of our women. So we
Yes.
don't do it alone.
Okay.
We know
Yes.
we need our men also.
Thanks, Shay.
I want to thank you, Shay, for
Thank you so
introducing
much.
your organization, your executive board, and your team. And I want to wish y'all the best of luck in building it all. Start off
Yes.
dreaming. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank
Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming out to talk to us.
So you can start.
Okay. So, our next topic will be, our guest will be Khadidra Diggins Johnson. She's a 2019 National All Diva Miss. And we'll have another guest is Michaela Hudson. She's 2018 National All American Diva. So we're going to have our guests to talk to us. And here they are.
Hello.
Hey, how
Hey,
you doing?
how you doing?
I'm great. How are you all?
Good.
You all having us?
Is everything on?
Okay.
Everything's on.
Yes. So yeah, we'd like to talk about, I was just telling them that you are 2019 National All Diva.
National All American Diva Miss.
Mrs. Okay. So would you like to talk about it? Tell us more about it.
So again, I'm Khadidra Renee Diggins Johnson. I am the 2019 National Mrs. All American Diva. I advocate for autism awareness. I also advocate for domestic violence awareness.
I like that.
Those are my 2 platforms.
Okay.
And a little one. My daughter is Michaela. She is the 2018 National Junior
Wow.
and young
Beautiful.
up-and-coming CEO of the Be Unique Anti-Bullying Movement.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you like
Hey,
to talk to us and tell us some more about you, Kayla?
my name is Michaela Renee Hudson. I'm going to ninth grade next year. I'll be attending workshop for design,
Wow.
and I dance. I do choreography, and I also do makeup.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dang, beautiful, beautiful. So what's your next step? I mean, are you, okay, you going for that and,
Have anybody had a lot of support in that?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And so what's the, now my autism awareness, have you been working on that? What's that?
Yes, so I've been a big advocate for autism awareness for the past 12 years. I have a 12-year-old son who was diagnosed with autism and nonverbal at the age till the age of 7. I'm big on advocating because it's a lot that, as the Black community in Philadelphia, a lot of parents don't know the resources or where to go or where to start and understand that early detection, early intervention is the best way to go. There, like, you guys can reach out to me anytime. I'm
Right.
big on supporting with resources and all different things. I know it's a scary process at the beginning. It's very scary.
Yeah.
A lot of us can be in denial. A lot of us don't know where to start. So anytime I'm Khadija Renee Diggins Johnson on all social medias or 2019 Action Misses on Facebook as well.
yes.
I also work in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So like with early detection, I'm big on giving, like the parents said, resources and where to go to get those treatments, where to go, where to start at with speech, where to start at with behaviors.
Right.
It's not something bad. And I
Yes.
want a lot of people to know it. That's why I advocate so big on it, understanding.
Right.
Understanding is the best way. Every child is completely different. So
Yes.
you can't just say, okay, these kids are all autistic and expect them all to be the same way, act the same way, do things the same way. Everybody is so different.
Yes.
So learning those behaviors, understanding every child individually is my best thing.
Yes.
Like, they can do anything anybody else can do. Have you, like, don't let their disability define them. Do not have the world telling them that
Yes.
their disability
Yes.
defines who they are. They can do anything they set their mind to do. For instance, my son was in autistic support for the first few years of life. Now he's in a regular class setting.
Wow, beautiful.
He plays baseball. He plays for his school. He plays golf for his school. He plays soccer with a team setting. He can sit in a classroom and actually focus for hours at a
Wow.
time. He can do
Wonderful.
that testing. Stop letting people tell you that your kid has to opt out of standardized testing because of what they are.
Right,
They just
right.
need accommodations.
Yes.
Don't let that them being autistic hinder them from being as successful as we know they can be.
Yes, yes. And it takes patience, like you said, it takes patience.
It's understanding,
Yes.
it's getting those resources, getting